Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with another transfer talk evening roundup. And there's been a few rumours over the weekend and obviously into today that I thought I would just touch on. And news of a potential scouting mission for Johan Langer. So we'll talk on that towards the end of the little pod. First of all, first things first, we are well on the way to 2K. Over 1,750 subscribers as it stands. So please do smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button and help us on the road to 2K. And if you would like to become a member and join the channel for as little as £1.99 per month, then please do hit the join button. All our content is free, but you would be doing us a massive favor and just providing that little bit extra support if you became a member and an official Villa Park Pod follower. So, on to the transfer news. Now, it looks like things are developing in the Pau Torres deal. And Villa have actually made official by the looks of it their interest in the player, and Villarreal have actually made him available for transfer. Now, if you are led to believe in terms of release clause, it's looking like a 65 million euro release clause. Some have said a 50 million euro release clause. It looks like Villa are trying to get a cheaper deal of around 30 to 35 million euros in terms of the price tag, because as it stands, I think he has a year left on his contract. So, look, there's a lot of negotiation to be done. Where these rumours have come from in terms of like him being made available, who knows? Is it Pau Torres' agent that's putting it out there to try and attract interest? There's word of Bayern Munich also interested. Is it Villarreal trying to put pressure on him to sign a new contract, or even create a bidding war if he is actually made available for transfer? Or is it Villa putting it out there to kind of try and steal a march on the competition and state our claim and state our interest? But who knows? But it does look like things are moving. And just a quick, I know I've focused on him before, but just another quick look at him. Obviously, left-sided central defender. Strengths are ground duels and ball control. Obviously, predominantly down that left-hand side, so would, in theory, be direct competition to Tyrone Mings. Started 34 games and played all of those games, so 90 minutes per game. Has been in the team of the week 4 times. Has scored 1 goal this season in La Liga. In terms of his um, in terms of his passing, it's 85% accuracy. In his own half, it's 92% and 76% in the opposition, 56% accurate long balls, 51% accurate chip balls. But he does try, a fair few per game. 10 clean sheets this season, 1.3 tackles per game, and zero point 0.4 interceptions per game, and only been dribbled past 0.4 times per game. And is pretty good at his clearances. Obviously, Unai Emery really knows him well and wants to bring about that kind of possession based and ability to take the ball. And Mings has really improved in that area as it happens this season. But maybe Pau Torres is just that little bit of an upgrade on that. If we look at the comparison, technically, obviously Torres is quite considerably in front. Defensively, they're fairly similar. Mings slightly better, and attacking. Torres is slightly better as well, and creativity is better. So look, overall, it's an upgrade in terms of the statistics that Mings has got. Could they play together? That's another point. But obviously, with potentially more games to play, it could be real competition for places in that team. And it looks like it is a player that Unai Emery really does want. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Will it take him a little bit of time to settle into the Premier League life? We know that some players take a bit of time. Would he be used more in Europe? Should we get through to the group stages of the Conference League and then gradually build into the Premier League? Who knows? But look, we want a fairly big statement signing, and maybe Pau Torres is that player. Spanish international, 26 years old, coming into his peak years. want to kind of sign a long-term deal, and hopefully we can get that over the line. And maybe the Bayern Munich is potentially a bit of a red herring, and he is really interested in Villa. We shall wait and see. One that came up over the course of the weekend was Mohammed Kudus, I think it's pronounced. You guys in the comments can help me with that. Plays for Ajax. I don't know a huge amount about this player. Looking at it, he came through from Ghana, came through the Right to Dream Academy and signed for Danish club Nordsjælland, and played 51 times for them between 2018 and 2020, scoring 14 goals. Transferred to Ajax in 2020 and has scored 16 in 63, and has played for Ghana at under 17, under 20, and full international level. And at full international level has played 24 times, scoring 7 goals. So definitely knows where the net is. Predominantly an attacking midfielder, but can also play up front. Looks strong, looks pacey, looks powerful, looks skillful. So could be a real asset to any team. Word is Man United are interested, and one or two other kind of quote unquote bigger clubs. But we've potentially put our name in the ring. Little bit of a comparison here. Obviously more down that right hand side. I have compared him at the moment with Ollie Watkins. His passing, long balls, and ball control are his strengths. We look at his stats here: total played 30, get matches 19 starts, 11 goals, which is pretty good return in terms of those starts. And if we carry on down, left-footed goals 9, right-footed goals 2, assists 3, accuracy 88%, 92% in his own half, 84%, which is very, very good in the opposition half, 88% with long balls, 77% with chip passes, successful dribbles 3, 68%, ground duels 1, 53%. So I will first of all look at Ollie Watkins comparison, then I will compare with Leon Bailey. So 69 for attacking for Kudus, 75 for Watkins, and 58 for tackling for Watkins, 49 for Kudus. Technically, though, he's excellent at 76 and 54 for Ollie Watkins. So a very, very skillful technical player. If we compare with Leon Bailey, because looking at the heat map, a lot of Kudus's play is down that left-hand side, cutting inside. We look here. I mean, it's not a huge, not really comparison in terms of the technique and the tactic and the kind of tactical awareness or tackles there. Defensively, better as well. The only thing is that the slight where Bailey is slightly stronger is that creativity. So look, for me, be an excellent player there that can play a couple of different positions down that right-hand side, cutting inside, or up front, and can even play central midfield as well. So a really good addition. But as I say, maybe there's going to be kind of a lot of clubs interested in him, or does he stay at Ajax for another season? That's one thing that he might do and wait till next season when maybe another big season and the real big boys come calling. But we shall wait and see. You guys let me know in the comments what your thoughts on Kudus and obviously Torres previously as well. Now, one I haven't focused on because I just haven't thought it's been anywhere near realistic, and I still kind of don't really, but I thought, as it's in the Villa news on Twitter, Man United have put a price tag apparently on Jadon Sancho at 45 million. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Sancho. I think, in me personally, I think he's a kind of highlights reel player or FIFA player. I do think there's a player in there, but I think he needs to. I think he's one of those players that body language tells you everything, and if he's up for it, then he'll have a good game. If his sleeves are over his hands and he's not really up for it, then he's kind of anonymous. And I think to be Man City, Dortmund, Man United, I think he's a lucky boy for where he's been and what he's actually produced. But 45 million pounds, would you take him at Villa? I mean, you probably got to say yes, but for me, wages will be a huge issue. I can't see us even getting anywhere near his wages, whether there's a loan deal that could be done or something like that. But to be fair, I could probably see someone like a a Tottenham maybe going in for him more so than anybody else, to be honest. So that would be a type of club for me. But anyway, we'll humour each other on this. So looking at him in comparison to Bailey, fairly similar creativity. Sancho is quite far apart in terms of 72 against 65. Technically as well, better. Attacking wise, the same. And defensively, Sancho is better and sort of tactically or is slightly better as well. So look, a strong player, a good player can play left or right, predominantly down that left hand side. Does that affect Villa in terms of how we play with Moreno, or will we need to cover both flanks? He can obviously operate from the right as well. Played 26 times this season, started 21 games, scored 6 goals, so not too bad a return. I would playing in the Man United side though. Would you want to see more? 6 goals inside the box from 18 shots, 29% goal conversion, which is not too bad. One left foot goal, 5 with his right, 3 assists this season. So looks fairly similar stats to Leon Bailey, to be honest. 85% accuracy in terms of passing, 83 in own half, 84% in opposition half. United do keep, that they do play on the break, but particularly at home, they do dominate the possession. So you'd expect to see that. Successful dribbles, 47%. So, Kudus obviously playing in the Dutch league is considerably higher there. So look, he's a good player. There's no doubt about it. There is a lot of ability there. For me, wages is a huge problem, and I don't know if he's one that Villa could get, or in my opinion, I wouldn't really want him at the club. I think there's better value elsewhere. But again, you guys let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And finally, again, I think more of a pipe dream, but our name has been thrown into the ring along with Tottenham and obviously Newcastle, who are chasing James Maddison, as it looks like. Rumours of Tottenham putting in a £30 million bid. I think Leicester are holding out for 50 million. I think Madison potentially wants the Newcastle move. But him being a Coventry lad, can you see him coming to Villa? I doubt it. But stranger things have happened, and a good manager in Unai Emery, someone who we might see can get the best out of him. We do have European football. Obviously, it's not Champions League. Tottenham haven't got European football, so does that leave us ahead of them a little bit? Comparing him with Emi Buendia, and you can see there in every metric, Madison is better, and he's a fantastic player and always plays well against Villa. Even at the home game, our Villa's home game this season, he kind of ran the show a lot in that midfield when they won 4-2. All over the midfield in that attacking third, takes really good spaces. Direct free kicks is fantastic. Long shots, he's a real playmaker as well. Loves to get on the ball. 30 games played, 10 goals this season, and I think he got 9 assists. So in a struggling Leicester side, him and Harvey Barnes were the standouts in terms of statistics, and even missed 6 big chances as well. So could have got even better. 7 goals from inside the box, 3 from outside the box, 2 with his left, 8 with his right. So can score with both feet. Accuracy 79%, 87% in his own half, 69% in the opposition half, because he takes risks. Obviously, looking at his assists, he likes to play players through, so he's going to give the ball away a little bit because he's a risk taker. Successful dribbles 54%, total duels 156%, so likes to get his foot in, wins ground duels as well. So look, a top quality player. Got himself in the England reckoning now. He's got more. He's had more caps now, and kind of feels like he's part of that England squad. For me, would be a fantastic addition to our team. But I don't see him coming. But it would be amazing if we could get him. Now there's word that Johan Langer is at Tottenham today or tonight from a kind of Tottenham fan YouTube, Tottenham fan Twitter account. Is that potentially for Lo Celso or anybody else? I'm not too sure. Probably likely to be someone like a Lo Celso. We'll have to wait and see. But looking, at midfield options here, obviously we focus on Tyler Adams. We've looked, potentially Lo Celso, one or two others. Obviously, I focused on Nakamba moving out, maybe Coutinho moving out, Dendonker's they're looking to let him go, Sanson, they're looking to let him go as well. So there could be some real movement over this next few days, and hopefully we get the targets that we want, because the Walsall pre-season games on the 15th, it will be good to get the players in ready for that first pre-season training session, and then go out to the US. So I think there's going to be some real movement over the next week or so. So stay tuned on the channel for more transfer talk and transfer updates. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. As I say again, please do hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 2K, so you will be massively helping us out if you like and subscribe to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your support. It's only left for me to say is we'll follow the Villa. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.